and not conceded a goal after 2 games. Shouldn't we be a little happier than we are?
I think that's just England fans for you. Like you said, they're a difficult bunch to please, but I think what everyone wants to see tonight is just a bit of flair and some attacking excitement, and a lot of talk around Harry Kane. But I think if Gareth Southgate makes a few changes to the starting 11 tonight, then we'll be looking at some exciting opportunities maybe happening for England.
After the first game, everyone was eulogising about Rice and Phillips in that kind of holding midfield role. But is it being deemed too negative from Gareth Southgate? Should he be picking a more attacking lineup?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's been too negative. I think everyone wants to see exciting, fast-flowing, forward-thinking football, but I think having those two...
This next question comes from the standpoint that I know absolutely nothing about international football and you know everything. But I have an observation. So England so far have been playing with Foden on one side, Sterling on the other, and Kane in the middle. And yet, when Foden and Sterling play for Manchester City, they don't play to a traditional centre forward. They're not lobbing crosses in all the time. They're being terriers, trying to dribble through to the byline and maybe pull it back. That kind of issue, playing a fluid, no number 9 kind of game. So we shouldn't be surprised that Harry Kane's had very few touches, should we?
Yeah, you could look at it that way. I do think that we've struggled to play the ball forwards. Winning, which sounds so strange, but I really don't think that that's important for England.
So in a nutshell, Lizzie, we've had it after tonight.
I really don't want to think
France?
that.
Do you think England could beat France? Either France, Germany, Portugal or Spain? I'd take Spain if you offer them that.
I think on the first 2 performances we've seen so far in this tournament, no. But that's why I'm saying tonight, I think a performance is what's integral for players to find a bit of rhythm. And I think for them going into the round of 16 with a bit of rhythm and form and flair, then who knows what could happen. But after seeing France's front 3 in the first 2 games of the tournament, they're looking...
Which half of Bakary do you want to...
Croatia, and then England versus the Czech Republic starts on 5 Live from 6. Both games kick off at 8. Scotland-Croatia is on 5 Live Sports Extra. Flick between the two if you like, get the best of both worlds. If you want to listen to England, that is on 5 Live, kicks off at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So, you know...
well, I've returned Rituri's return. So we're anyway, it's coming home somewhere before the end of...
Yeah, you know what, my spirits are up.
Yeah, what about yours, Tom?
Not great after Friday, but maybe tonight.
Bless so.
We'll turn it around.
Yeah. You sound even more confident than me, Tom, and that's not great. Listen, we do want to be completely impartial here on Drive. So as far as Group D concerned, we had Adrian Charles on representing Croatia earlier on. We can now say hello to our Czech fan for the evening, Anna Koslarova. Hello, Anna.
Hello. I feel like I'm in the minority here.
Yeah, well, why? No, absolutely not. From Edinburgh as well. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, good. So, Anna, I'm going to ask you first because we're not biased on this programme, so I'll come to you. Do you feel the Czechs are kind of being taken for granted tonight? Do you think it's all about how many England can score?
Well, I think it'll really depend on how the Czechs are feeling, because Czechs have always put UK football on this pedestal, and playing in the UK has always been a bit intimidating for everybody, but obviously they got through Scotland, so we'll see how tonight goes.
Yeah, well, if Schick's playing, that goal he scored against Scotland was fantastic, the lob. Tom, I'm just looking at the group and reminding myself, we're all banging on about England, Scotland. The Czechs are top of the table.
I know, yeah, they've been pretty impressive, especially in that first game. I think it will be a tough game for us tonight.
Rachel, no Billy Gilmore for Scotland tonight against Croatia, and the stress. I mean, we talked earlier on about this. They left a lot on the pitch, didn't they, against England on Friday, and they stand a chance if they do win tonight of becoming the first ever Scottish team to get to the finals of an international tournament. That's a huge legacy. There's a lot of pressure on Scotland tonight.
There is, yeah. I think Gilmore's a big loss for us, to be honest. I mean, the other day he played an amazing game. He brought the pace, and I felt that he completely changed the game in total. So that is going to be a big loss for us.
Stuart Armstrong, I think, is the favourite player to replace him. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, yeah.
And Tom, as far as England are concerned, I think Gareth Southgate's already said Harry Kane will play. What did you think of my theory? I don't know if you heard it a moment ago. he's playing up front, being serviced by Sterling and Foden, who aren't used to servicing a centre forward, and that's why he's getting so few touches.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably could be a few different reasons why it's not worked so far, but you think they're quality players, aren't they? So hopefully it comes together soon.
Tom, no offence, it sounds like you've lost a fiver and won a quid. Your mood sounds low. Are you going to be watching Coronation Street tonight instead of the match?
No, I'm optimistic tonight. I think we're going to win, top the group, into the next round with a bit of confidence.
And into the next round, Portugal, France, Germany or Spain, Tom?
Well, that's a tough question, but if we win it, it's at Wembley.
Yeah.
That'll be a big bonus for us, I think.
I think Rachel and Anna, we all need to get together, hold hands and pray for Tom, I think, at the moment. Anna, who can do... I don't know how much are you in touch with the Czech media and all that kind of thing. What are the Czech people back home making of the fact that they're top of the group going into this game?
Oh, I think everyone's very excited, and everyone's obviously very excited to see this 25-year-old player, Schick, score this amazing goal. So... yeah, I think Twitter will be buzzing tonight. Yeah.
Well, Anna, I'm very conscious as well that it's coming home, and we had the Scotland song as well. Yes, Sir, I Can Boogie. Is there a Czech song in this tournament?
You know what? I was thinking about this, and I have not heard it. And I'm a bit of a new football fan. I've only started following football since we got free tickets to go see the game in Glasgow live. So I'm not actually sure, but I Can Boogie has been sounding in my head for the last 2 weeks.
Well, if it's anything like football's coming home, the Germans hijacked that after Euro 96, so maybe the Czech fans will be singing that tonight if you're beating. Well, look, Anna, enjoy the game. Anna, what do you think the score's going to be tonight?
Ooh, so if I'm being optimistic, I think it'll be 1-0 for the Czech Republic, but if I'm being realistic, I think it might very well be a tie.
Okay, well, in which case, England would finish second unless Scotland won or Croatia won with a massive goal difference. Anna, you enjoy the game.
Thank you so much.
Rachel, how is Scotland going to get on tonight? I mean, how nervous are you? The fact that it's either side, whoever winner stays on, really.
I mean, I'm as nervous as tonight as I was for Serbia, to be quite honest. So I'm incredibly nervous, but I'm hoping for 1-0. I don't think we can get more than one goal against them, to be honest.
So the Serbia game was the game you had to win was it on penalties to qualify for the whole tournament
Yeah.
in the first place? Right.
Yeah.
So you're hoping for a 1-0 will do it. Just a 1-0 win would do it for goal difference purposes. So great. Well, are you at the game at all, Rachel?
No, I was at Wembley on Friday, but I didn't get to go up today for work.
Were you dancing in a kilt? I saw lots of people dancing in kilts at the end of the game.
I was. To be honest, it was good, just to be back with everyone from the Tartan Army again. The atmosphere was amazing throughout the whole day, really.
What was the mood outside? I always find the mood when you're walking away from a ground, when you've achieved something special. Were the England fans, shall we say, Tomish, as they walked away? Were they that depressed?
There were a few. We saw a few on the tube who, they said we played really well. They were like, we just played dreadful. But they weren't crying about it. But I know a few who were devastated, really, and it really did ruin the day.
There's always time tonight if the Czechs win 4-0. Rachel, thank you. Enjoy the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tom, what can I say? Just be strong, my friend.
I'm optimistic. 2-0.
Well, I wish it sounded as though you meant it, but anyway, yes. Let's hope so. Tom, good to talk. Maybe you could be our rolling fan, Tom. We'll come back to you after the game tomorrow. After the game tonight, yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay, cheers, mate. Tom, thank you. Tom Miles, our Drive England fan there, predicting 2-0 tonight. Just a reminder again, you can hear England against the Czech Republic, or technically the Czechs are the home side, so it's the other way around. At Wembley tonight, the official build-up starts at 6 once we're off air, and that's on 5 Live. You can hear Scotland against Croatia over on 5 Live Sports Extra.